Hi, this is Mrs. O'Brien. Welcome to my video on regressions. This video is for anyone in AP Stats or in Math 10 Honors Theory. We're going to start off by inputting some data. To do this, I'm going to start a new document, so I'm going to go to number 1. I don't want to save the old stuff, so I'm going to say no, and I'm going to add a list and spreadsheet. I always have to have a list and spreadsheet page to input my data. The next important thing is you want to put a title on each column. So I'm going to use fat to predict calories. With that said, I'm going to input some data. We have 19, 31, 34, 35, 39, 39, and 43. Now, a quick trick to get to the top of any column, you can do Control 7, and that helps me, especially when there's a couple of hundred things in the column. Now we're going to put in 410 calories, 580, 590, 570, 640, 680, and 660. Again, I'm going to hit Control 7 to bring me to the top. Before I do any regression, I want to add a page to look at the data. So I'm going to go Control Doc, and I'm going to add now a data and statistics page. So first we selected for the list and spreadsheet, and now it's data and statistics. If I click on each axis, I can put my explanatory variable on the X, click on the Y, and put the response. Okay, so we want to be able to do a regression. Well, the first thing you could do is regression right on this page. You could hit Menu, Analyze, Regression, and now we're going to do a linear regression. I could have easily picked quadratic or cubic or quartic, but it's going to say Show Linear. Now, there is the equation with many, many decimal places shown. Notice here that the calculator doesn't call the Y calories and the X fat, and for my AP Stats kids, it doesn't put a hat on it. Those are all things you have to do. Let's say I wanted to do the regression on the list and spreadsheet page. We would go over to Menu. We would hit Statistics, go to Calculation, Linear Regression. We would use fat on the X to predict calories on the Y, and tab down. Now, the nice thing about this is you get R, which you don't get when you do it on a scatter plot page, R squared. You have your slope, or excuse me, this is our y-intercept B and our slope M. Okay. The other option is to Control Doc and add a calculator page. If I want to do the regression from a calculator page, I hit Menu, I hit Statistics, and then again Calculations. Oh, say cancel that. Let's try that again. Menu, Statistics, Calculations, and we're going to choose Linear Regression. The X list was fat to predict our Y, which is calories, and we click and we say OK, and we should have the same regression that we had before. Looking at my slope, it was 11.055, and there we go. There's one distinct advantage of doing a regression on the spreadsheet. If I go over here and change this 580 to, say, 690, do you see how the slope changed? It did not change on the page that's the calculator page. The calculator page is not dynamic, which means that I would have to do the regression all again, over again, to get it to change the slope and y-intercept. With that said, I hope this is a helpful introduction to the regression features on your calculator. And if you have questions, please see me.